Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain move, move-C and move-X instructions of 8051 microcontroller. 8051 microcontroller instructions are divided into different groups, that is data transfer group, arithmetic group, logical group, bit manipulation or Boolean group, and program branching. So we are going to learn one by one. Data transfer group instructions are move, move-C, move-CX, push, pop, XCH, and XCHD. In this video, I am going to explain these three move instructions under data transfer group. So let's start with the first instruction, that is move A comma hash data. This instruction belongs to immediate addressing mode and it comes under data transfer group of instruction. Why data transfer group of instruction? Because it copies a data or it transfers a data from one register to another register, or from one memory to another memory, or from one place to another place, you can say. In this, data is directly specified in the instruction. So what is this hash data? Hash data means data is available in the instruction. This instruction says transfer the data into register A. The format is like this. This is mnemonic. So move is mnemonic and operand is A comma hash data. Here we have taken example of 30. So what is 30? 30 is data. Remember that in this hash indicates that whatever you have written after this, it is data and it is not register. So move A comma hash data or move A comma hash 30. In this is source and A is destination. On left hand side of operand, we always write destination, and right hand side of operand, it is always a source. It is 2-byte instruction. What this instruction does, this instruction copies this data mentioned in the instruction in register A. What is register A? It is accumulator or register A available in, it is a 8-bit register available in 8051 microcontroller. So what this instruction does, this instruction will simply transfer this data into accumulator. Very simple instruction. Now next is another example, move A comma R3. Now here A is also register, R3 is also register. So this instruction falls under register addressing mode. What this instruction says, transfer a data from register R3 to accumulator A. Now remember that in all move instruction, it is a copy of data. Even if I say it transfers a data from one register to another or from memory to another, still remember that it is a copy paste operation, it is not a cut paste operation. The original data, the data will remain in the original source as well. And we are transferring it into another destination. Now what happens in this? So what this instruction does, it will transfer a data from register R3 to register A. Because R3 is a source register and A is destination register. Now what is R3? Now if you remember, we have already studied memory organization, internal memory organization of 8051 microcontroller. In that, there is a division of, there are 4 register banks. 4 register banks. In each register bank, there are 8 registers, that is from R0 to R7. Now let's take an example of register bank 0. So there are 8 registers from R0 to R7. In bank also, in bank 1 also, there are again 8 registers with the same name. In bank 2, again registers, 8 registers with the same name. So here this instruction says move the contents of register R3 into register A. But we know that there is R3 in bank 0, there is R3 in bank 1, bank 2 and bank 3 as well. So which R3 it will access? Now if you remember, we have studied processor status word of 8051 microcontroller. In processor status word, there is a provision of selecting register bank by using 2 register select bits. So in that, first we have to select register bank, and after that you can directly write the name of register. Let's assume that we have already selected register bank 0. Now, when this instruction says move the contents of register R3, that means R3 of bank 0 to register A. So what happens? Let's assume that bank 0 holds R3 of bank 0 holds 39. 39 is hexadecimal number. So after execution of this instruction, this 39 will get transferred into accumulate. Now remember that since it is a copy paste operation, this 39 will also remain in register R3. It will not get erased or it will not get deleted. Now let's go with another example. This instruction says move A, 07. Again, move is a mnemonic. This is destination and this is source. A is destination and 07 is source. But now here 07 is not a data. Why it is not data? Because this sign, hash sign, is not available. Whenever there is a hash sign, then consider it as data. But since this sign is not available, it indicates that this is not data, but this is address. Address of what? The address of memory location. So what this instruction says? This instruction says move the contents of memory location. Move the contents of memory location. Which memory location? Whose address is 07. Move the contents of memory location whose address is 07 into register A. Now here you see again register banks. Now you know that every register in the register bank has unique 8-bit address. Like R0 of bank 0 has address 00, R1 01 and so on, and registers R7 has address 07. Now R0 register of bank 1 has address 08. Now even if the name of registers are similar, still every register has unique 8-bit address. The addresses are not repeated. So when I say move A, 07, so what it will do, it will pick up the data from address 07. What is 07? 07 is address of R7 register of bank 0. What is 07? 07 is address of R7 register of bank 0. Let's assume that this holds 39. So after execution of this instruction, what it will do, it will transfer the contents of memory location. Contents of memory location, which memory location? Whose address is 07, whose address is 07. So 39 is content into accumulator like this. So this instruction falls under direct addressing mode type of instruction. Now let's go for another type of move instruction. Now this instruction is move A, add R1. Now see, here it is not simple R1. If this sign is absent, then it falls under normal register addressing mode instruction, and you can say that move the contents of R1 into A. But this is not simple register addressing mode instruction. Here this add sign is present. Add sign indicates that R1 holds the address of memory location. This add sign indicates R1 holds address of memory location, and this instruction says move, because this is source and this is destination. Again, A is destination. So what this instruction says, move the contents of memory location. Which memory location? Whose address is in R1 register. Which memory location? Whose address is in R1 register. So again, destination is A, this is source. Now, again assume that we have already selected bank 0 by using processor status word. Now what is R1? R1 is here. Now what R1 holds? R1 holds 05. So what is 05 for this instruction? Now for this particular instruction, 05 is address, it is not data. So 05 is address. What this instruction says, move the contents of memory location whose address is in R1. Contents of memory location whose address is in R1. Now R1 holds 05. 05 is address. Whose address is 05? So address of register R5 of bank 0 is 05. 05 is address of register R5 of same bank. Now this address at address 05 there is data 25. So what is this instruction will do? This instruction will transfer the contents of memory location, this memory location, whose address means this address is in R1 into accumulator or register A. So after execution of this instruction, let's say this is 25, it will get transferred into accumulator. Again, remember that it is a copy paste operation. So this 25 will also remain in this. Now let's consider another example. Let's consider another example. In another example, instead of 05, say it is not 05, but it is 0f. Now, what this instruction says, now 0f is the address. And now we have to transfer the contents of this address to accumulator. Where is 05? Where is 05? Not 050f. Where is 0f? So 0f is here. What is 0f? 0f is address of R7 register of bank 1. What is 0f? It is address of R7 register of bank 1. Now here what it holds? It holds FF. So in that case, it will transfer this FF into accumulator. Now next instruction is move C instruction. Now I have explained you all types of move instruction. Now explanation. In this, address is indirectly specified in the accumulator and data pointer DPTR. What this instruction says, move C instruction we use whenever we want to access ROM. Whenever we want to access external ROM, we use move C instruction. Now, what this instruction says, move the contents of memory. Which memory? Whose address is sum of contents of A and DPTR, move it to accumulator. Because accumulator is again destination and this is source. Now let's assume that this is architecture of 8051. This is architecture of 8051. Different registers. You can see register B, register A. Here also you can see stack pointer, program counter, data pointer register. Okay. Now what it says, it is at A plus DPTR. Now let's assume that accumulator holds FF for this instruction. I am explaining this instruction. Let's assume that accumulator holds FF and this DPTR holds F000. Now what we have to do here, we have to add the contents of accumulator and DPTR to get the address of memory. What this instruction does, it adds the contents of accumulator and DPTR for getting the address of memory. So DPTR holds F000 and accumulator holds FF. Now we have added, we have got the address of memory. What this instruction says, at is there. This at indicates that this is address of memory. And instruction says move the contents of this address into accumulator. Now let's assume that this memory is connected. ROM is connected to this 8051 microcontroller. It is interfaced with 8051 microcontroller. In ROM, there is now it consists of various memory location. Every memory location has its own 16-bit address. Now there will be one memory location whose address is F0FF. This F0FF. So what this instruction does, it will transfer now 25 is the data available in this memory location. What this instruction does, it will transfer this 25 to accumulate. So what this instruction does, this instruction transfer the content of memory location whose address, this address is sum of DPTR and accumulator content to accumulate. This is about move C instruction. This is not simple move instruction, it is move C instruction. Here you will find either DPTR or PC. Now let's take in place of DPTR there is PC. PC stands for program counter. Again it is move C, that means again it is for accessing the ROM memory which is connected externally. What this instruction says, in this mode address is indirectly specified in accumulator and program counter. Again same destination is A and source is A and PC. Again, assume that suppose this register A, this register holds A holds F0 now. It can hold anything. Now it is F0. Now PC, program counter. Where is program counter? This is program counter. Now suppose program counter holds 0000. So what this instruction does, it will add contents C, A plus PC. It will add contents of program counter and A. 0000 plus F0. Now we have got 00F0. What is this? This is the address of memory location. Which memory location? Which is connected externally to 8051 microcontroller. So again, this is ROM. There are multiple locations, multiple registers are there, and out of that, one location, one register has address 00F0, this address. So what this instruction does, it will transfer the contents of this memory location. This 3E is the content of this memory location into accumulator, like this. So it is about external ROM. Now next is MOVX instruction. Move data to from external memory XRAM. Now it is transferring the data from microcontroller to memory or from memory to microcontroller, but it is about XRAM, external RAM memory. It is not when we want to transfer data from internal RAM to microcontroller or microcontroller to internal RAM, then simple move instruction we can use. But when data transfer takes place between microcontroller and external RAM, then in that case we have to use MOVX instruction. So MOVC is for ROM and MOVX is for external RAM. So MOVX moves a byte to or from external memory into from accumulator. So there are various MOVX instructions. You can see destination can be these, or source can be accumulator, or destination can be accumulator, which is similar for other previously explained instructions as well. Now let's consider one instruction example, that is MOVX A comma at a DPTR. What this instruction says, move the contents of memory location whose address is in data pointer register to accumulator, because A is destination register and source is at DPTR. Now again assume that this is 8051 microcontroller, and suppose this accumulator, now accumulator holds F0. And this is DPTR register, DPTR holds 00F0. Now let's assume that we have connected a RAM. This is external RAM. In this RAM, there is one memory location whose address is 00F0. See, DPTR holds 00F0, and this is address of RAM 00F0. What this instruction says, move the contents of memory location, this memory location. Whose address? This address. Where it is in DPTR, because this @ sign. This @ sign indicates that DPTR holds address, and data pointer is this DPTR means data pointer is 16-bit register. So it will transfer this 25 data into accumulator after execution. Now let's now I have done opposite. Now source is destination and destination is source. Just change the position. I have written at DPTR on this side and accumulator on this side. So now destination is memory and source is E. Exactly opposite. It will transfer a data from accumulator to memory location whose address is in data pointer. Again assume that this accumulator holds F0. Now data pointer holds 00F0. Now suppose we have connected this RAM. This RAM has some memory location whose address is 00F0. Now source is accumulator. Data is flowing from accumulator to memory. So it will get transferred from accumulator to memory like this, external RAM. So MOVX instruction. Now next, MOVX at R0, A. What this instruction says, move the contents of accumulator into memory whose address is in R0 register. R0 register. Again, external only, but it is R0 register. Now R0, where is R0? R0 is here, which is in internal bank 0. Let's say we have already selected bank 0, and R0 is register of bank 0. Now assume that accumulator holds F0. Now assume that R0 holds 3F. So what is this 3F for this instruction? 3F is address because add sign is there. Add sign indicates that this R0 register holds address. Let's assume that there is a RAM whose address is 3F. Okay, so 3F. What this instruction does, this instruction will transfer the contents of this to RAM whose address is 3F. Now, since address is stored in R0 register, the address is only of 8 bits and not 16 bits. So it was very easy. Now, next is move X. Now we have changed the position. Earlier, the data was flowing from accumulator to memory. Now I have written at R1. Now I have used R1. So from R1 to accumulator. So contents of external memory whose 8-bit address is specified in R1 is moved to 8. Remember, address is of 8-bit. Why 8-bit? Because R1 is 8-bit register. So here R1 holds address. Again, assume that we have used bank 0. Assume that accumulator holds F0. Same contents. Now, suppose R1 holds 35. R1 holds 35. So what is 35? 35 is address of memory. Say this is RAM whose address is 35. So what this instruction says, move the contents from this memory to accumulator. So this, it will transfer this 25 to the accumulator. The instruction uses only port 0 to output the 8-bit address and data. Very important. So remember that whenever there is move X, it is about external RAM. Move C for external ROM. Simple move for internal memory. So I hope you understood all 3 types of move instruction. Remember that you can always change the position of source and destination. It is not like that A will be always destination and it cannot be source. It can be source. Even it is not necessary that memory will be always a source and not a destination. So you can always change a position. It is as per your requirement whether you want to transfer a data from memory to register or from register to memory. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubt, you can always ask in the comment section.